Welcome to Tammy and Jay's Adventure YouTube page. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Today is November 4th, 2024. We have spent the weekend in Salvisa, Kentucky at Cummins Ferry RV Resort and Campground. This is the entrance. I'm going to pan around. I'm out walking this morning. It's about 8 a.m. We've seen lots of deer. And I will tell you, bringing your rig down this area is quite challenging. It is a very steep grade. It's only large enough for one vehicle. By the time we got down here, our brakes were smoking. We talked to some other people. They said the same thing, and that they were worried about leaving today and hoping that they didn't encounter a camper coming in. I can see deer in up in the woods there. You probably can't see them. There's one actually walking on the road up there. But anyway, this is where you come down. And as you walk in, there's a trail over here to the left. They do have disc golf here. There's one of them right there. They have a nice dog park. At night it is lighted up along the fence, so that's nice. And then just over here is the Kentucky River. They do have tent sites right here. They did have it decorated for Halloween, so some of the decorations are still up. Not all of them. Some of the inflatables are not inflated. But the limestone wall is absolutely gorgeous. All their sites are full hookup, and they have sites along the trees, which is to the right, and then they have sites in the middle, which are pull-throughs, and then they have sites along the river. So the cheapest ones are by the trees, and then a little more expensive through the pull-throughs, and then the most expensive by the water. These here off to my left are the primitive sites. Some of them have picnic tables, some of them do not. Looks like there might be some electric out here. Most do not have electric. These do not have fire rings, but the actual campsites do. There are squirrels out all over today. Lots of smells and sounds that Freckles is enjoying. As we make our way down the road that actually to the entrance of the campground, there's a little shelter house here. It does have a fireplace, and the sides they can roll down to keep the heat in. They do have some heaters inside. Last night they did have a live band and a food truck. They have that every Saturday night. And on Friday night they have karaoke. The food truck sat right back there. And then last night they also had this fire going, and people were sitting beside it and enjoying it. They do have tetherball. They do keep wood right up here for you to make that fire and enjoy. Nice time by the fire. You can see the limestone wall behind. Now directly in front of us is the camp office. Cute little store inside. It is key carded, so it is secure here. So when you check in, you do get your key card. Over here, they do have a garden. They do have some permanent campers that stay here year-round. So it looks like they put a garden out for them. You can get the firewood here. They also do fill up propane tanks. The firewood and ice can be delivered to your site, which I thought was great. You can rent kayaks or canoes. There's also a place right down there where you can enjoy a fire and just sit and look at the water. There were people doing that last night. And directly across from me, or from where that is located, there is a waterfall. So you can hear that. I don't know if you can see it in the video, but you can certainly hear it. I'll do a nice view down there. There are campsites with water and electric and picnic tables, so you could be right by the water. Tent camping, I would assume. As you make your way past the camp store and check-in area, there is an in-ground pool. It's from 3 to 5 feet. It is closed now because it is November. They have some restrooms up here. They have laundry facilities. Oh, there's a deer up in the woods. I think Freckles smells it. She's looking that way. Yeah, she sees the deer. And then they just recently put in this playground and seating for parents. Saw some kids out playing on it yesterday. We walked down to the water. Right over there's the waterfall that I was telling you about. There's Freckles checking things out, getting a drink. Absolutely gorgeous here. A little bit of fog. So this is the Kentucky River, and along that ridge is where we had to come in. So as we make our way into the actual part where there are sites, as I was telling you before, off to the right is Against the Woods. They are the cheapest of the sites, but they would be definitely where I would want to be in the dead of summer. They all have cement pads, picnic tables, fire rings with a grate to cook on, and then extra cement pad for your vehicle. These sites off to the right are pretty unlevel, so make sure you bring stuff to level yourself up. I'm going to do a panoramic view here. They do have horseshoes. You just go into the office and get the horseshoes. You're kind of down in a gully here. You can see the sun is coming up. And you can kind of see how their sites are close, but not terrible. You can see the middle ones here, the pull-throughs. They are kind of on a curve. Those are not quite as unlevel as the ones that are by the woods. And then you can see the ones down by the water are actually pretty level, and they all have great views. Most of them have trees, not all, but most. We were talking to one of the permanent people that live here, and he said that they have new owners that bought about 3 years ago, and they are very passionate about this place and have sunk a lot of money into it. He said millions of dollars, which doesn't take long nowadays. I bet just putting the cement pads in was not cheap. So this goes on back. We'll walk around the back, and I'll hope this gives you some great information about this campground and the sites that you might want to choose. I'll include the map. So directly to my right is Site 12, and directly to my left is Site 74, the pull-through sites that are on a curve. You can see those sites, how they back up into the trees. Most of these sites to my right or by the trees are permanent, but there are quite a few sites open and available for overnighters. I'm finishing this video the next day, so that today's Monday, November the 4th. A lot of people left yesterday. There's a few stragglers here that I don't know how long they're staying, but so that, again, this is the inner. Absolutely no trees. They do have Starlink here, but I will tell you the internet is pretty minimal. It comes and goes, and it's not very good. As far as to make a phone call, you have to do it on a wireless call, and that's not good either. I tend to talk to my parents every day, but couldn't do that while I was here because the calls kept dropping. So if you were going to come here and needed good internet for business purposes or work purposes, you'd have to get your own internet. We did speak with someone here that has been here now 3 weeks permanent, and she does work from her trailer, and she said she's going to have to get her own Starlink, so keep that in mind. See how that, they got their hammock there. That's just like our hammock. Last night when we were coming back from running in town and doing our sightseeing, when we first got into the park, we saw 7 deer. I'll insert that picture. It was kind of neat to see, but you see them all over here. So we're headed towards the end of the campground, and then it just makes the loop, and then the other side takes you back along the water. So these sites here are along the trees. These are more level. This is site 23, 24, 25, and so on. Like I said, I'll insert the map of the park. Did end up taking a shower at the shower house yesterday. Very, very cute. The only thing is you have to keep hitting the water like every other place, and it wasn't what I would consider warm. Jay thought it was fine, but I like to take a nice hot shower. So, had to make a quick pit stop there because Freckles had to do her business. They are open all year round, and they do offer water and sewer all year round, so it's a little bit different than some of the places in Ohio that we are used to. Jay said that the water spigots have something on them to, what is it, Jay?
No. But the valve actually shuts off way down in the ground.
Okay, so
Frost-proof.
yeah, frost-proof, so. So this is the end of the campground. There are some traveling nurses staying here. Actually 3 in a row down here at the end. And they do have large propane tanks if you want to stay here for a long extended period of time.
Morning. Well, she would want to. No.
So back here you don't get any traffic except for the people that are back here, because there is a circle area back there that you go to the other side, unless you need to come down here because this is where your site is at. There's a hiking trail down this way as well. So we're gonna just pan around and go the other way. And these are the sites by the water. These are, like I said earlier, relatively flat. That's site 38. Short pad, but you could hang off the back. You can see the limestone wall in the background. Site 39. A lot of people have dogs here, and a lot of people brought their fencing up for their dogs. These are nice sites. Site 41 and 42. I don't think you could go wrong on any of these sites over here by the water. Looks like some people are packing up and leaving today. And so are we, unfortunately. So hopefully this gives you a good overview of the campground. In the store they do offer free popcorn and free coffee. I think they do have work campers here. Good morning. So I think they were looking for work campers. So if that's something that you're interested in, check this place out. You could stay here and probably pretty cheap and work here. So I'll just do a pan of the sites down along the water. Again, they're all pretty much the same. Some have more trees than others, but most do have trees. Well, until we do the next campground review, everyone stay safe and enjoy life. Talk to you soon. Here's one of the hiking trails at the campground. It's going to be a climb. They say that there's 2 miles of hiking. So we're going to check it out. Hopefully we see some deer like we did this morning when we were walking. This is inside the bathroom. Nice and clean. Couple of toilets, couple of showers. And then there's somebody watching you. Here's a picture of the laundry room. And then here's a picture of the map. You can go online and get a better picture, but it kind of does show you the layout. And then here's a picture of the Kentucky Bourbon Road map, which is why we went to the campground to begin with. Here we are standing in front of the limestone wall. This was our site, site number 12. That's looking towards the limestone wall, and then that's looking back onto the woods where we went hiking. And again, there's another picture of just the absolute beauty of the limestone wall, and then the sun rising against that wall. It's about popcorn time. Tell us, Jay, how do you make the best popcorn?
A little bit of oil, a lot of popcorn, and some heat. Can't believe it ain't popping yet.
Popping. Popping.
That's the best sound by a campfire. Can you open the popcorn and show it to us?
It'd be hot.
Yeah.
Campfire popcorn.
Enjoy.
The best.
You want to eat some, Jay?
Squeezito.
To finish the video off, here's a picture of the deer that we saw. Well, we saw many deer, and then Jay fell in love with this car. Thanks for watching. Until next time. Talk to you soon.